Could you stand a little taller, just a tad?
Like this?
Yes, yes. The chin a tiny bit lower. Gaze a little more to the right. There! Now, hold the pose. Just a few more minutes. You have such an incredibly singular face. That's a compliment, my lord, out of my mouth. Your particularity gives you character.
You're still here?
We've nearly finished. Have you any more need of me, Master?
You haven't forgotten that we're setting sail today, have you?
Of course not.
Your cousin is nowhere to be found. I've searched the palace from cellars to attics. Your uncle is beside himself.
He was of a mind to paint the town last night. Don't worry, I shall track him down. Make care to your own preparations without wrinkling another frown. We'll meet you on the boat.
It's about time your cousin took account of the responsibilities awaiting him. He should go and inform the ambassadors of Teleme and the Bridge Alliance of his departure.
Have no fear, Master. I will go and see them in his name. I beg your pardon, but urgent matters call me away. Might we finish all this later?
Impossible, my lord. You are leaving with the tide, if what I've been told is correct.
I am sorry, sir. Truly, I must be going.
My lord, please, I beg you. Her Highness has personally requested I finish this.
Thank you, cousin, for getting me out of that.
Hey! Green blood!
Kurt.
And so the day has finally come. My royal fledglings are leaving the nest.
Accompanied by their most loyal and tenacious master of arms.
As loyal as your goal.
Oh, enough with the cold mercenary. I know you like us. Still hiding your men in the unsuspecting shadows of the greats of this world, I see.
Hey, our blades are the only thing keeping you dainties alive.
Ha! Kurt! I'm not in need of your protection. I'm no longer a child, you know.
Is that so? Well, let's see. Fight with honor! blood. Me who thought myself a competent weapons master.
It's becoming a little hard to believe.
Don't add insult to injury. This is humiliating enough. We'll need to get you through the basics, or you risk getting your feathers plucked at the first sign of trouble.
That could definitely come in handy.
In that case, Otto here is going to be your training partner. Go! Fight with honor! It appears we've brushed up on the basics.
It does, and I'd like to be on my way. I've quite the list of things to do before we depart.
Indeed. Remember that you can always train in our barracks on the island if you're feeling rusty.
Are your bags packed for the great departure?
Yes, you know I get by with very little. You're not angry that I'm coming with you, I hope.
On the contrary, I'm thrilled that both you and Sir de Corsillon are joining our party. A few friends at your side in unknown territory is a boon.
Ah, so the old goat is coming too. And there I was thinking I would die of boredom on the trip. By the way, where is our future governor hiding? I was hoping to put his skills to the test as well.
I have no idea. He had plans to celebrate his departure last night, and we haven't seen him since. You know Constantine. I should have gone with him, but my heart wasn't in the mood for celebration. The thought of bidding my mother farewell.
It is never easy to say goodbye. But you should be going to see her now. She must be waiting for you. I'll meet you in front of the palace. Then we'll go and find Constantine together.
Very well. I'll meet you as soon as I've said my goodbyes.
What is this? Have you not been taught to knock? I've asked 1,000 times. Oh, it's you, my dear child.
Mother, I'm sorry. I'm having trouble getting used to your condition.
Come now, let's speak of more pleasant things. I'm so very happy to hear your voice. You remind me so much of your father. I do miss him so. Today is the big day, isn't it? Ready to set sail for that island everyone's talking about.
Yes, but the idea of leaving you behind, alone and ill...
Dying, my child. Alas, there is nothing you can do by staying that would ease my suffering. One thing brings me cheer. They say the island is full of miracles, and we might find a cure.
Even if I were to find it, I would never be able to return in time to...
I know. But it brings me comfort to know my son has left on a mission to heal his people. Come now. It is time for you to take leave. Here, take this with you.
What is it?
A family heirloom. Something that... Take it and keep it with you. May it bring you good luck. All my blessings go with you, my child. Now, be off.
Kurt? It's done.
Sorry, Greenblood. Look, we can see the masts of the ship that'll be taking us. This is one sacred adventure we're embarking on.
I hope this island will keep its promises.
In order to know that, we'll need to find Constantine first.
You're right. Maybe he's already at the port. He was so eager to leave.
This will be quite the chore to finish before our departure. The commander wants to recover some merchandise from our supplier, but the transporter doesn't want to deliver. I did all I could to persuade. Nothing came of it. All the parliamenting fatigues me. But this is your domain. I wouldn't say no to a little help.
Of course. Where is the supplier?
In the lower boroughs, near the port.
Right then. We'll put it on our list of visits.
Where would you like to begin?
I've been asked to pay visits to the ambassadors of Thélème and the Bridge Alliance before our departure. Their dwellings are not far from here. We could go there first.
Very well. Do you think Constantine will be waiting for us next to the ship?
I don't know, but it's certainly worthy of inspection.
To my help! And death to the others! Running out of energy. Drink a potion! Move away! The merchant is there.
Good day, good sir. How might I be of service?
You can start by explaining to me why you refused to honor the orders agreed upon with the guard.
There's been a misunderstanding, sir. Of course we're ready. In fact, I've already had a word with your master.
They're asking that we pay it.
It's just that the price has gone...
This is inadmissible.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm just an agent.
Your master has apparently asked you to demand...
That's right. He told me that they're and so he must have thought the guard would end up...
I'll be damned. And I'm
Sorry, Captain, it's nothing personal. I'm only...
following orders.
Why don't we go and solicit other suppliers, Colonel?
When we've already paid for the merchant. If these thieves agree to reimburse... Do know, in the future, we won't be shopping.
This whole story sounds suspicious, and you're demanding a second payment.
I'm not the one demanding...
This stubborn fool is...
This is preposterous. Either you give us back what...
Your idea of diplomacy, isn't it?
To the devil with ya.
Since you leave us no choice.
The merchant's clerk isn't hearing your arguments. The only thing left is a show of strength. Sorry, Greenblood. If I'd have known, I wouldn't have gotten you mixed up in this. To my help! And death to us! You're running out of energy. Drink a potion. Move away. Things are about to get dicey.
Stop! I beg of you.
He seems to have grown wiser.
Yes, yes.
Very well. I'm counting on...
Yes, good sir. I'll take...
Citizens of Serene, you'll find all you need in our selection. Whatever you need to be.
Sir Desade, I presume. Captain, you set sail, sir.
Yes, we were finally...
Excellent news. I'm afraid
Blast me, I'm a captain, not an
the commander was quite explicit.
Very well.
The merchandise that you obtained, but the Port Authority formalities for and we've already lost quite a bit of time.
Are you blatantly asking us to smuggle this merch...
I would never ask you to do such a thing, Your Excellency.
Ah, but you don't mind asking that...
Well, now, if he... But this cargo must reach the...
Marvelous.
Well...
Are your boots worn through? Is your hat out of style? Come celebrate.
Lively there, lads and lasses! I promised the merchants and their prince we'd be off before the tide. You, man, carry that properly. That porcelain is worth more than your life. There are some children we'd been best to refuse.
Captain Vasco.
And you are?
I'm Desade, the prince's nephew. If all is in order, we will soon be embarking on your boat.
It's a ship. Not a boat.
Apologies.
Apologies for my asking, but the young governor isn't with you.
He didn't come home this morning. I need to find him before departure.
I hope nothing's happened to him or he hasn't changed his mind. The tide does not wait.
Perhaps he simply celebrated his imminent departure with a little too much enthusiasm. Is everything ready?
But have no fear, we will leave without him if...
Is he an important member of the crew?
We don't need him for sailing or nothing.
He must have simply had a bit too much to drink.
I doubt that. Jonas was never one, and it's been 2 days since last he was seen. Might I ask you, if you hear anything, I would like to set sail with a clear mind.
When did you see your cabin boy for the last...
It's been 2 days since I've had any news. It wasn't out of the ordinary until about the day of departure.
Does the boy know anyone in...
Other than fellow Nauts? I don't think so.
Does the boy know anyone in...
Other than fellow... I don't think so.
This Jonas.
In tradition, we are all members...
Might I have a word with them?
As you wish. You'll find them...
You haven't heard anything about my cousin. To be honest, we were hoping to find him.
Did you say he was intending... My men spoke of a ride.
That isn't the safest...
Let's go and find him.
Happy to be of some help.
I have a favor to ask before we...
I'm all ears. Impossible. All merchandise must be so.
I wouldn't go that far.
Well then...
Hellfire.
Captain,
I doubt it. He's gotten it into his head. He's placed guards where our all that is not in the warehouse. Sorry, but you're...
Sorry, Kurt.
The commander is gonna have my...
In that case, we're going... Be back soon, Captain.
Do you have any idea how to get in there without being noticed?
Let's take a look around the building. We might find a less conspicuous entrance.
Where is the manifest to be found?
I've already been to the port authorities. They keep the official documents upstairs.
To my house! And death to the others! Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
Here's the ship's manifest. We only need to add our merchandise to the list.
If you wore a Naut uniform and you were able to keep your mark hidden from them, they might let us in. Unless we just offered them a drink. These sailors rarely refuse one.
I see where this is headed. If we drop a little soporific in their glasses, the way will be clear. I'll just need to find the proper ingredients, but it's doable. Good day, sailor. I've been told...
Talking about Joe, but like I've been crying.
Were you a witness to the event?
Yes, I was the other day. And then when we left, well, those brutes were...
Why didn't you intervene? Did you report this to...
Unfortunately, not the captain.
Did Jonas seem troubled to you?
Maybe.
Do you know what was on it?
No.
Why would anyone want to...
How would I know?
It's just that I can't... Did anyone else see...
There was still a... I seem to recall... the kind of fellow who plays now and again. He comes...
What do you think about Captain Vass?
He's a just man. It's a pity that he...
Thank you, Lara. I need... Good day. Someone told me that you're a friend.
That's right, yeah.
Yes.
Happy to hear he's taken...
When did you last see him?
2 days ago.
Did anything seem out of...
Maybe a tad...
Why would that be?
Why? I haven't...
What does Jonas do in his free time?
He just hangs around. And when evening comes, we...
Did he ever have one too many?
Never.
Does he know anyone in Serene?
No one. For...
Do you think he could have made himself any...
I wouldn't think that...
I don't know where to start.
No.
And you don't believe him?
I like Laura. The itch for a drink. Here, yesterday. I called back to him.
What do you think about Captain Vass?
He's a damn good... He knows his craft well.
How old is he?
He's not seen his 20...
I need to be going.
Strange story, this is.
Something isn't right here, I can feel it. We need to lift the veil on this. Good day, tavern keeper.
Good day to you. What is your pleasure?
I'm looking for a Naut. A young cat...
A Naut, you say?
According to one of his...
A kidnapping. I would have noticed.
Someone told me about one of your faithful...
I see.
Where might I find him at?
Here? He would never... Anything else?
I need to be off. Farewell.
Who are you? I don't...
No. I'm looking for a Naut that a young cabin boy.
Yes, that does ring.
What can you tell me about the boy?
He seemed rather nervous, and he must have been right to be.
Tell me what happened that evening.
A rich merchant, the kind of man you can round. They exchanged words.
And after that?
It just so happens that I did. And I think I might well have seen those. I wouldn't have thought that they were kidnapped.
Who was the rich merchant, do you think?
No, sir. You are in luck. It was Sir Fontaine.
Where can I find him?
He has a house in the wealthy boroughs.
Thank you.
This man is completely owned by his love for the game. Do you think we can trust him?
What would he gain from lying?
I have no idea. But what would any wealthy merchant gain from holding a penniless child?
Citizens of Serene, come to me. You won't regret this miraculous opportunity.
Might I help you, sir?
I would like...
He is absent, but enter, please.
Oh, I know you. And to what do I owe the...
I would like to have a word with your husband.
He is not here.
It concerns a delicate matter. According to witnesses...
I see. He has simply returned...
Excuse me, but I'm...
Don't you see, Your Excellence?
I'm very surprised. And that his men escorted him...
Witnesses? In a...
These witnesses are all in a...
My son was probably shot. A gesture that you're drunk...
What was your son doing on a Nauts ship?
It is what they do.
What are you talking about?
I would have thought that it seems that you have been protected. This horrible... You will have no trouble
Where might I find your son now?
I cannot say until the Nauts have set sail.
This pact? It sounds like some fear-inducing story.
The Nauts wouldn't be the first to recruit through dubious means.
Sir, you still haven't found your cousin?
Have no fear.
I'm still without news of my cabin.
I spoke with a woman who told me she...
Taken?
A contract? But
A commercial contract. In some cases, nations... I wouldn't be able to tell you the... But what I can tell you, and ever since, he's been...
Be back soon, Captain.
You see anyone else who might be able to help us? Anyone who's not a Nauts?
Sir de Corsillion's a veritable well of scientific knowledge. He could tell us a little more.
But I still don't see Constant.
Don't worry.
I certainly hope so.
I've had a word with Lady Fontaine. She told me. She said that he was...
Who was a cabin boy?
They took him back to...
Well, that is very... Since time in children born on there, but certain from time to time.
Are you telling me...
But Sir Fontaine...
Do you mean he would have offered...
Well, he probably did it before. What counts most? Breaking a contract with the sea...
I will do my best.
A father selling his own son for a few...
But I still don't see Constantine.
Don't worry.
I certainly hope so.
What will be your official title?
Come now. But His Highness, I am therefore required also obtain your help will be...
It's always a privilege. I need to be leaving. I have quite a few things... Excuse me, madam, but I haven't...
If you would be so kind.
Come on now, stop lying.
That is not true.
Enough! With
Prison? But what would be the...
kidnapping. Whether in the eyes of the prince you have...
I beg of you, Your Excellency. Have mercy. We didn't kidnap our own. He's in our warehouse. I am certain that once you have heard his...
I regret threatening that woman.
You didn't have a choice. She was lying, and we need to find that boy. Here we are. Be careful. Fontaine won't be alone. He'll have his henchmen with him.
Let's just try to remain discreet.
Sir de Sade, what are you doing here?
I've come looking for your son.
Those Nauts took him from us.
Would you be so kind as to hear what I have to say, Sir Fontaine? You've taken your son against his will and have him locked up like merchandise in a warehouse. Is that what you call being a good father?
If I hadn't taken him back, he would have been hauled off on one of the...
If that's what he wants, then why would you want...
For his mother. My boy has changed. Very well. Take...
All children leave the nest one day or another, sir. Farewell.
Who are you?
My name is de Sade. I am legate of the congregation. Your captain has sent me to find you.
And were you able to convince my father to allow me to go free?
Yes.
That doesn't surprise me. I feel more sorry for my mother.
You don't seem to be all that close to your...
I hadn't seen them since I was 5 years. They find me, capture me, and lock me up in... My family is the Nauts. I am...
Yes. You should...
Sir, you still haven't found your cousin. As you well know, we...
Have no fear. I will bring him back.
My cabin boy, Jonas.
You do.
All we can do is plot... I do thank you. Your actions bring you on.
Be back soon, Captain.